What is going on, my friends? Welcome to the Arrington Gavin Show. I am your guy, Arrington Gavin, and again, you are tuning in to the Arrington Gavin Show, your go-to spot for sharp insights, bold opinions, and unfiltered takes on the biggest stories of the day. Whether it's politics, pop culture, sports, or the latest buzz, we're diving deep and keeping it real. So do me a favor, kick back, stay informed, and get ready for the conversation. My friends, what's happening? Welcome again to the Arrington Gavin Show, coming to you with new episodes weeknights, available on all streaming platforms and digital platforms, wherever you listen to your podcasts, or you can check us out on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is R Smooth Club Media. That's the letter R, Smooth Club Media. You can also check us out on Rumble at the Arrington Gavin Show, and our affiliate on the radio waves, WDJY 99.1 FM Straight Talk out of Dallas, Georgia, as well as WDJYFM.com. Tune into the show weeknights at 11 p.m. again on WDJY 99.1 FM Straight Talk. Truly appreciate uh, the the long standing partnership with them. We're doing good over there as far as number wise, and yeah, so multiple ways you can tune into to the platform. And do me a favor too, you can also follow us on Instagram at the Arrington Gavin Show, because it's hard to always impact a lot of things within this hour, so sometimes I will do a live here and there, and just we just keep you up to date 24/7 on the and that Instagram page is the Arrington Gavin Show, so we're making it really simple for you guys. Yeah, I hope you all are doing great today. I am doing awesome, because I will be heading on a quick trip with my lovely wife to visit some family out in South Carolina. So every trip we have, I mean, it's a vacation for us, especially when I go visit my in-laws, man. It's a nice, cute, small town, peaceful, not crowded, not overcrowded. It's just, you always gotta decompress, right? Especially as a business owner, as a media personnel, you always have to decompress the brain, especially after you know DNC week, man. I'm just like, oh, that wore your boy out because it was like straightforward. I mean, really, each convention was because when you want to speak on it, you gotta watch it from beginning to end, every single day, beginning to end. And so, for me to give you the you know, great information on or my response on things, I have to watch the whole thing. I can't just give you my response by looking at little clips. That's one thing that irritates me when it comes to like our society today. A lot of people receive 30-second clips and are like, I received all the information I need to know. People rely on 30-second clips when it comes to who they're going to vote for, or um whose policies are better. It's 30-minute clips, not, excuse me, not 30 minutes. I've been, yeah, well, yeah, 30-minute and also 30-second, 30, mainly 30-second clips. That's what I meant to say. But still, yeah, they'll watch 30 minutes of something and they're like, oh, I've understood. Look, you have to dig deep and do your research. Finding something off of 30 seconds is not, being well informed. So, this is why here in this program, I hope to keep you guys up to speed on what's happening in the world of politics, pop culture, sports, you name it, here on the Aaron Gavin Show. Before we move forward, I always got to start the program by acknowledging one of our proud supporters of the Aaron Gavin Show, like Rugged Evolution Beard Care. That's right, Rugged is the new smooth. They are an amazing all natural men's grooming line that offers 17 scented beard balms, beard oils, conditioning shampoos, oh my gosh, conditioning shampoos. You name it, they have everything you need to help enhance your facial hair, whether if you have a mustache, goatee, beard, they have everything you need to help maintain your facial hair. And the awesome thing is, ever since the pandemic, the increase on men growing out their beards is starting to skyrocket. But like myself, I've always been embraced the beard, and I think now, guys, because there's a change in narrative, right? In the corporate world, mustaches, facial hair, beards are more accepted because it was always like, oh, you got a job interview? Make sure you say you go clean shaven, suit and tie. You're good to go. The job is yours. But it's like, no, you don't have to put a cover on a lot of things, man. This beard should not define the kind of work that I'm gonna provide because to you it looks like laziness, right? So that narrative has changed. You can still be a man of distinction while rocking a well-groomed beard, again, facial hair in general. And in order to keep that and maintain it, you need to check out Rugged Evolution Beard Care. They have amazing products. Go to their website, www.ruggedevo.com. Again, that's www.ruggedevo.com. All right, my friends, we're going to hit a quick commercial break. When we come back, you have more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. We're going to start off with our fun fact of the day and then get you going within the story like we always do. So thank you so much again for listening in and tuning in with us here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Don't go anywhere, and do me a favor, do not change that dial.
You know, just like a winning team evolves throughout the season, so does your beard. I'm Arrington Gavin, proud CEO of Rugged Evolution Beard Care. With our premium oils, balms, and grooming tools, it's everything you need to level up your beard game. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a rookie, Rugged Evolution is the new smooth. Order now and dominate the beard game like never before. Rugged Evolution Beard Care, because every beard deserves to be legendary.
What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. I am your guy, Arrington Gavin. So let's get it started with one of our favorite segments of the day. It's time for your fun fact. All right. So the fun fact of the day is: did you know that laughing came before language? Did you know? Did you know? Says here now, how do we know? Some researchers tickled baby apes, which beyond adorable, obviously, showed that they share the same structure as ours and likely arose in our common ancestors millions of years ago. That taking that language came about much later. So that's why, y'all, it's always so important to laugh. See, I'm a goofball. I make everything a joke. You got to smile. You got to laugh. Laughing is the best medicine. You hear me? Laughter is the best medicine. My wife and I, we go to comedy shows very often. Okay. We go every, like, almost every weekend, sometimes 2-3 times a month we go see a comedy show. It's so important to get that funny bone out your system. Keep that laughing. It helps whiten my teeth. It helps tightens my skin. It helps prevent the wrinkles and all that stuff. So yes, please, please, please make sure you laugh. Make sure you laugh. All right, my friends. Let's let's start off with a little bit of politics. I want to follow you up with the election going on because it is getting down to the wire. So recently, on News Nation, they had Decision HQ giving up. They're explaining the most recent polling numbers and also predictions. So I want to play that soundbite for you. So hold tight real quick. Because one thing we do know is the fact that the importance of voting is obviously there, even though I mentioned on previous shows a lot of people are choosing the couch rather than choosing relying on any of the candidates. But it will really be a disservice if you do not get out and vote. You have to vote. And I understand it's like, oh, I just hate this process. Look, no one likes it. But in most recent polling numbers, Kamala Harris is up, creeping up almost above like 6 points, if I'm not mistaken. Now, it has been confirmed that she will be having uh some sit down interviews with different networks and outlets. Her and her uh uh, uh VP pick, Governor Tim Walz, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. They already have the debates already scheduled. I mean, now it's getting tight. It's getting down to the wire.
Hello, Scott. Good to see you. Brand new numbers, brand new model. You had to put this thing on hold for a minute once after Joe Biden dropped out of the race. Explain to me what it does before we dive into some of the numbers here.
Yeah, so what we had to look at is we had to reset all the polling. And so a lot of new polling came out after Joe Biden dropped out, and the polling looked a lot better for Kamala Harris than it did for Joe Biden. So that's the reset there. The other thing that happened is RFK dropped out, and again, had to recalibrate it there. But what you're looking at is basically a whole new presidential race, and it's razor thin.
A whole new race, razor thin, but it's a toss-up, right? Like I laid out for you the movement there from Kamala Harris, and if all of this were to be accurate, you're looking at a win for her at 276. But both sides have a story to tell, do they not?
Both sides have a story. If I were either side, I would not look at these numbers comfortably.
I'm not going to continue that soundbite, y'all, because obviously we're having some technical difficulties, and I do not want to cause your guys' ear to bleed. But excuse me, mainly what the gentleman explaining is the analysis of why there is an increase currently in upcoming predictions. So obviously in blue states, they mentioned Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Minnesota. No, yes, Wisconsin, and I believe that is Minnesota. Shows with her receiving 53% from PA, and then Wisconsin 58. So these are a lot of the blue swing states that they will definitely need to win over. That's why a lot of people were saying, well, why couldn't Kamala Harris ask Shapiro out of Pennsylvania, knowing that is a prime blue state and a swing state that he will need to win. So it says here the swing states currently, you got Arizona with 51% going to Trump. Let's see here. Georgia winning for Trump. Now those apparently no, Arizona's not a red state. Georgia is Georgia. Nevada 60% going to Harris, which is pretty interesting. And then North Carolina 64% going to Donald Trump. Now I think differently with North Carolina. I think being that it's coming off of a two-term, or excuse me, a multi-term governor in Roy Cooper, I personally think that Kamala will win North Carolina. You heard it here, first, folks. I do think that Kamala Harris will win North Carolina. This new candidate that's running for governor, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, I think he just exposes the corruption and just the misogynistic discrimination, and then like the division of MAGA. I can't see people leaning more towards him being their future leader of the state. So I think, to me, he's a guy that looks like he hurts his chances. But at the end of the day, the party continues to promote candidates like this individual. Let me see what other states that they're talking about. Has Congress in the direction of Democrats. Okay, so that right there was a small analysis given by News Nation's Blake Berman, talking with one of their partners at Decision Desk HQ. I always don't mind tuning into some of their news media. I think I've said that multiple times here in the program. Like when it comes to like, there is no media I can say, ooh, they're fully trusted media, but I do trust that they give you great quality and informed information. Now, as much as people criticize Fox News, because I'm one of them, that certain they have certain anchors that will give you the right insight. Like like Brett Bear, um, Neil Cavuto, um, I'm trying to their Fox News Sunday program, the weekly program. She keeps it very nonpartisan. Then like their weekend anchors, okay, their weekend anchors early in the daytime. But like it's like I always say, Fox will give you legitimate like news from a certain time frame, because I'll be honest, their prime time shows are trash. They're very, 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 very one-sided, partisan, opinion-based shows. People think they're fun. They, not people. They think they're funny. Their listeners and viewers think they're funny, and then uh, um, they keep on bringing it up, and they keep on expanding their so-called humor against the opposing party, which is, again, to me, it's uncalled for, especially when you're always trying to promote. We gotta promote unity. We gotta come together, no matter well, your belief system. We gotta come together. They don't do that. Um, they don't do that one damn bit. Let's see here. Here's another polling that, or another graphic that shows. This is by US.elections on IG. It says here, who is the best to handle key issues? So now, agree with me or disagree with me with this, or so. Well, not me, but people that's doing this poll. So this is actually a Fox News poll. Just saying that on abortion, obviously 56% goes to Kamala Harris. I think this much larger than that, because they're having that Donald Trump at 40% on the abortion issue. Border, oof, now they got this one right. 58% goes to Donald Trump, 39% for Kamala Harris. Kamala she has to speak more on the uh border crisis that we have going on right now in our states, because see, that's the issue that is always going to be her kryptonite. It's going to be the pill she's just going to have to bite on this one. Between that and economy, I mean, I mean, a lot of foreign issues. Really, the Biden Harris administration is not, well, wasn't the sharpest, and that's something that she's hasn't spoken about either. Um, climate change is definitely a win for the Democrats. Crime, crime is actually 51% for Donald Trump, 46% for Kamala Harris. Crime is iffy because to me, crime in certain cities, they're decreasing, but it still occurs, right? Um, the polling on the crime is, I I will have to see who has a higher. Well, I'll take it like this. I guess it might be higher under this administration right now because of the border issue. Not saying that all all illegal immigrants are criminals. That's not what I'm saying at all. But if you look at what mainstream media spews out, they're always spewing it like, "Oh, look at this crime that just happened in this city. Look at this crime. Oh, it happened to be from an undocumented area." That's what the narrative has changed. You also have illegal guns, drugs. I mean, that stuff still occurs. I can't really give you a clear answer on who will handle it likely. I think that's interesting how they got those numbers. But again, this is a Fox News poll, so they lean more conservative. Um, Economy, as I mentioned, that's a big flop for Kamala Harris. Foreign policy, again, a flop for Kamala Harris. Um, let's see here. Let's see here. Guns. The reason why it will be an issue in more favor for the for Donald Trump is because the Republican Party is owned by the NRA. Okay, the NRA gives a lot of money to Republicans, so and the Republican Party. Um, a lot of people think that Kamala Harris is trying to take away your gun. See, this is this will all change because look, her VP is a registered gun owner and proud hunter as well. Okay, he's in Minnesota, Midwest. There's policies that never say they're taking your guns away. What they are doing is wanting stricter background checks. And let's just be honest. I'll be perfectly honest. I understand when it's time to, when it's protecting your household, you need to have some firearm, whether a handgun or a shotgun. I get that, but there's people with like 6 different semi-automatics, and I'm just like, are we going into war? You just never know. Like, I don't understand that. I think it's more of a, a Rambo macho thing. Like, it just makes you seem tough, or people always want to, uh, I don't even want to tempt you. That's why I got all these. Like, it's just it gets a little overboard, in my opinion. It really does. Because my question would be is why do you need 6 guns? And don't give me that. Well, it's my amendment right to. I didn't ask all that. I just asked, why do you need all of them? Because no one can ever give you a clear answer with that or a clear response. We got healthcare in favor of the Democrats, immigration, obviously slacking on the Democrats. Uniting the country. Yes, they did get that one right. Kamala Harris wins that by 5 points. It should be a lot larger, okay? Because Trump has never, in my opinion, tried to even attempt to unite the people. It's interesting when they say that he has, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Let's see. Moving on, as I digress from that story, y'all. Just wanted to follow you up with how the presidential race is looking because we are getting in the crunch time. So do me a favor, please make sure you are registered. Make sure your friends are registered. If you know anybody that is having difficulties getting there to the ballots and showing up to vote, please see if they need a ride, okay? Or check out mail-in ballots. But you just have to you have to cast your vote. Make sure you do all your research on the candidates that you vote for from your local level, state, and going on up to the federal level. These are a lot is at stake. Okay, a lot is at stake, and it's up to you, my friends, to do your part on casting your vote. All right, moving on. Deion Sanders, football coach, NFL Hall of Famer, analyst, businessman, all around just great individual, successful individual, goes by Coach Prime now as he coaches University of Colorado. This is in his second year with them, and he's continued to do so much great things. Now, he brought in Hall of Fame coach Warren Sapp to the coaching staff. You can see him on their social media that there obviously is one big party, and I think that's what attracts a lot of top prospect players because they want to play on a high level. They want to play for Coach Prime because it's like the Dallas Cowboys. You get a lot of benefits. A lot of celebs pop in from time to time. You get spoiled a little bit, but you also get to say I'm coached by 2 NFL Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning athletes, and where you don't know where that can take me, right? Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat. So recently, Deion Sanders announced that he will be providing 4-figure bank accounts for his players with children, which I think this is one of the main things why so many people just love Deion Sanders. Now, I was a fan, obviously, when he was playing in the league, but then he went on to sports and being a sports commentator. Had great humor, added more of a swag, to the bunch. And now it was announced when he was going to be coaching, because I think he had did some like assistant coaching on the side. It's on a collegiate level. But then he went into coaching college football after really well, I'll take it back because no, he coached he had a academy school, and he was a head coach there for some years, and they were a pretty dominant squad. So he's just taking all that swag into the world of college and really changing the way. He's big. He's a big advocate on money. Okay, he wants his players to make all the NIL money they can and just leave out of there successful and stable, and teaching them financial literacy and all that good stuff. So it says here, yes, Deion Sanders helps open savings accounts for Colorado football players with children. Um, this is an article reported by Rolling Out Magazine or rollingout.com. Says here that uh, he provided a surprise service for some of his collegiate football players who are parents at their young ages. Deion Sanders, who's often called Coach Prime Time, has joined up the Colorado Buffaloes NIL Collective's 5430 Alliance. The two entities have partnered with Elevation Credit Union to open up bank accounts for 8 players on the school's football team who have kids. Now, each of the affirmationed players will have a 529 savings plan in the amount of $2,121 as a start. Still, it's a nice start right there. The start amount pays homage to Sanders' jersey number 21 from his legendary playing career. Now, in this video, there explains a video where he shares it to his players and surprises them, which I think is very awesome. Says here, as Deion Sanders continues to encourage his parents to take care of their kids, he quotes, "I want y'all to know, ain't nothing like ain't like you're in trouble. You ain't done nothing wrong. Matter of fact, you did something right. A child is not a mistake. A child is an opportunity to mature you, grow you, advance you, and give you some skills. Y'all know how I am about fathering," as he coaches 2 of his sons on his team. And I believe his I think Deion might have like 5 kids. And yes, 2 of his sons, they do play for him at Colorado, as they did when he was coaching Jackson State. He is big on fatherhood. He spoils them, but he also is big on hard work. He teaches, principles, everything. And you see it. You just see it in how his kids are, because he has grown kids now. Says here, Elevation's Credit Union quickly responded to Sanders' entreaty for a financial institution to step forward and partner with him on this endeavor that is close to his heart. Sanders also put, "I'm looking for a bank in Boulder or Denver that wants to have a business relationship with few members of my team. It's going to bless whichever bank that partners with us. So let's go." Now that Elevation is collaborating with Prime and Colorado University, the coach ensures this is just the beginning. Says here, we're gonna go beyond this. Okay. Yes, that was his final quote of that article. So again, kudos for Coach Prime for doing this, because I am a big advocate of collegiate athletes getting what's rightfully theirs, and just especially children, players with kids, and just in general. I mean, you don't understand like the condition or where they come from. A lot of these players that play on a high level in these big time schools, like a lot of those cats, they're back home, it's a struggle. You just don't know their story, and something like this can really help provide for them away from that struggle. Deion Sanders is again a guy that is all about you earning what's rightfully yours, and leaving out of here successful. He's doing more than just the whole publicity, the attention getter, come to all of our games, let's keep these seats filled. I want to keep my job. I want to keep on making the millions. I want to do more than just turn these guys into great football players, right? I want to turn them into great men, mentors, fathers, human beings. Like, that's what he's pouring into his team. And you just got to give respect for that, because that's the kind of guy Deion Sanders is. A class act dude. Doesn't swear. Like, it's funny when you see him really get upset. He called bull junk or something like that. But it's just a very class act. It's always great to see brothers out there doing great within our community. All right, my friends, we're gonna do another commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Don't change that dial.
You know, just like a winning team evolves throughout the season, so does your beard. I'm Arrington Gavin, proud CEO of Rugged Evolution Beard Care. With our premium oils, balms, and grooming tools, it's everything you need to level up your beard game. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a rookie, Rugged Evolution is the new smooth. Order now and dominate the beard game like never before. Rugged Evolution Beard Care, because every beard deserves to be legendary.
What's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. Next up on the chopping block for us, Dame Dash. Rockefeller Records, music producer, entrepreneur. Dame Dash was at one point, at the top, successfully had the girl, had everything, had the money. He had it all. Let me tell you something, my friends. He had it all. But really, in the past, I'll say 8 to 10 years, it's been a financial struggle for Dame Dash. It really has. It's showing him always having kind of like a certain back and forth, like, hey, I wasn't rightfully paid this, or I wasn't earned this. And he's always been very outspoken, very controversial. And he recently had shared the reason why he was broke. And he explained on his social media, he said, because I invested in my dreams. That's why I'm broke. I invested in my dreams. Now, a lot of people are probably saying, like, man, respect. We get that, because whatever you put your mind to, like, hey, look, you believe in that business venture, and kudos to you. Now, me, if I was his friend, now I'll be like, now, Dame, if that's your reason, if that's your answer to why you're broke, I'm sorry. It looks like a lot of your investments hasn't been going well. Okay, so I understand you giving out just the principle of it is believing yourself, but if it's getting you to the level of being, quote unquote broke, then brother, I don't think it's the investments are working good for you. You might want to think of another option. Maybe get in touch with a financial officer. Matter of fact, whoever's your financial planner, fire them. Fire them. Because obviously they're not doing their job either. Because they're supposed to look out for your wealth, your personal wealth. And I mean, and like I said, it ain't working too good. But it says here that currently Dame Dash owes $8.7 million in taxes, $832,000 to Josh Weber, and $145,000 for unpaid child support. Now, if what you said, you invested in your dreams, is the reason why you're broke, is a load of BS. All right, because you investing in your dream still means you gotta pay your child support. All right, still means you gotta pay your taxes, bro. Over $8 million in taxes, over $8 million, and your back child support. I mean, come on, dude. Like, you gotta be honest with yourself. Like, and this is the sad part too, y'all, where we we're so passionate. We as just as the community, the black community, we're so passionate when it comes to programs that is related to financial literacy, because there's too many people of color that when they hit a certain success point, that money either shrinks or it goes away. It never maintain. They never maintain it, or they just go crazy with it. I mean, come on, like look at the just the when professional athletes, right? Now, to me, there's a lot there's a good number of athletes that will go into, I mean, become a professional. They're not familiar with all this money, all this wealth, and they just go ham. They start bringing on their family and their family's friends and a posse, and they paying for everybody. And then all of a sudden, they go broke within their, fourth, fifth year in the league. And then when they retire, where's all the money at? Where's all the money at? And that's unfortunate. So professional athletes, you look at these influencers, public figures that want to act like they're big ballers, shot callers kind of thing. In the world of hip hop, when you see a lot of cats, they throwing racks and racks and racks and just, or carrying cash just in general. Now, someone like a Floyd Mayweather, his money just grows on trees, literally. Like, everything he does is, he has a great financial planner, and he lucks up, because I know he gambles a lot too. He lives in Vegas, so he got money on top of money until it's insane. But as for the majority, I just think it's a bad it's a bad influence on the community, because everybody wants to, when they get that huge first big check, it's like it's gone, right? They spend it all. You gotta start learning about investing, smart investments, long-term investments, short-term. I mean, you name it. Just how to keep that money steady, how to keep it, constantly rolling and not stopping and not decreasing. See, that's why I give props to guys like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's money continues to grow each and every year, because more opportunities will come to play. Great investments. I mean, come on, the man owns like I think the rights to Family Feud, and started extending out Family Feud out internationally. I mean, it's just his money is been growing ever since he took the took the hair off. Come on now, y'all know that hair was suspect. You think it was shade? That hair was sus. That hair was suspect. Took that thing off like a helmet. Boop. But no, I'm messing with you, Steve. No, huge fan of you. But yeah, that right there, my friends, was at the time was Dame Dash's reason for being broke, is because he's invested in his dreams. But as I gave you the numbers again, and I'll repeat it one more time, and then I'll move on to the next story. Got a tickle in my throat. Dame Dash owes $8.7 million in taxes. 832,000 to Josh Weber, and 145,000 for unpaid child support. All I can just say again, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. And this next story kind of relates to this one as well, on just just the wrong narrative being spread within the black community. So moving on to the next story, actor R&B star Tyrese says in a recent interview that his mom had him act like he had a disability so that she can receive I guess a higher social security check. Yes, says here he's sharing a difficult time he experienced as a kid, revealing a scheme concocted by his mother in effort to help out the family's expenses. Now, the singer sat down with King Gilly for a new interview where he confessed his mother made him pretend to have special needs when he was about 8 years old so they could collect a hefty check from Social Security. Says they received like around $780. Says here says here that the Fast Furious actor claimed his mom made him play, he said a certain term that we won't use here on this program, in order to get an extra $762 from the government to help his hardworking mom support the family. Now, for one, Tyrese's mother is no longer here. Sadly to say, she passed away in February of 2022 after battling COVID-19 and pneumonia. She has been in a coma before losing her health battle, which the singer's calling her death the saddest moment of his life. My question for you all is, was his mother wrong for having him act like he had this in order to receive extra money? Because I look at it like this. I look at it as, in living on those conditions, and he probably did not live in the best conditions. Your parent will do everything they can to make sure that their kids and that the family will have a better life, right? They go above and beyond. You got to give it up for those hardworking parents that that might not live in the best conditions, but is working hard to improve and to get their family out of that certain living condition, and they're gonna do all they can to keep on growing and growing and growing and working hard. Now, some people are probably saying, "Well, Auntie, I think she's dead. I think she was dead wrong for doing that, because that could have gone to somebody that could really use it." Well, honestly, they if you receive that Social Security, look, everybody needs that. Okay, everybody will needs that money, especially now. Okay, I think it's I think it's funny because that she knew she had an actor on her hands. She knew that Tyrese was gonna be somebody, even at 8 years old. Can you act like you with special needs so we can get this extra money? Help me help you. See, that's a good mother son duo right there. They saw eye to eye. but I do hope though, like, this is not a typical thing that goes on within our communities, because we got, once again, I relate this to the last story in regards to Dame Dash. We have to do better, y'all. We have to do better. Even though this is a little humorous, but please, we have to do better, my friends. Let's see here. Got another story. We're going to go to another quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Arrington Gavin Show.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
rugged is the new smooth.
You know, just like a winning team evolves throughout the season, so does your beard. I'm Arrington Gavin, proud CEO of Rugged Evolution Beard Care. With our premium oils, balms, and grooming tools, it's everything you need to level up your beard game. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a rookie, Rugged Evolution is the new smooth. Order now and dominate the beard game like never before. Rugged Evolution Beard Care, because every beard deserves to be legendary.
That's right, my friends. Every beard deserves to be legendary. You are listening to the Arrington Gavin Show. Telling you, see, this is why it's time for me to have a vacation. My throat cannot got a tickle in my throat. But I've been maneuvering and keeping it moving, man. You got to keep grinding, keep moving. So before we move on to our next story, I do want to thank another proud supporter of the Arrington Gavin Show, like our friends over at Ingenious Gin. Ingenious Gin is a spin on the original gin. It's a black-owned, veteran-owned spirit brand. A rose gold complexion, my friends, a rose gold complexion, which makes it already unique just talking about it. But I'm telling you, this is the only gin that I recommend that I drink. I can have it neat on the rocks, in a cocktail. It is so great. It is so smooth. For more information, I highly, again, for all you gin connoisseurs out there, add this to your collection. Ingenious Gin. For more information, you can visit them on their website at ingeniousgin.com. That's www.ingeniousgin.com, or go find it in one of your local spirit stores or ABC stores, depending on which state you're in. Ask for Ingenious Gin. But if you happen to be watching this right now, I have a discount code provided on the screen below. For when you're at checkout, put that code in, you will receive 20% off your purchase. Again, that's ingeniousgin.com. Make sure to drink responsibly. All right, my friends, last story of the day. You won't believe this. You will not believe this. A 10-year-old carjacker. Now, here's kind of the sad part, but also funny at the same time. The community is saying, hey, look, you have an armed carjacker out here, and if you see anything or hear anything, please let the cops know. So we're just thinking, okay, so this grown man that's just being evil in the community, a bully, stealing cars, all the stuff. Says here the child is possibly as young as 10 years old among two sought carjackings in Philadelphia. Says here, this is reported by Fox 29 out in Philly. Investigators in Philadelphia are searching for two young armed carjacking suspects, including one the police says is as young as 10 years old. Now, authorities shared a video of the pint-sized suspects who are accused of committing 4 gunpoint carjackings in North Philadelphia between says here between August 16 and August 22. One of the suspects is believed to be 17 years old, and police estimate that the second accused carjacking to be between 10 and 12 years old. See, this is sad because it's probably two brothers. Obviously, their parents are not doing good, or whoever their guardians are, but the 10-year-old is obviously listening to whatever the 17-year-old tells them to do, and this is extremely sad. A pair is seen walking along the street in 2 video clips shared by the police and hanging out in a SEPTA station in another. Now, the carjacking spree began Friday of August 16th on the 1000 block of Girard Avenue. Now, Philly police says that the armed suspects walked up the victim and standing outside of his car and took off with it. I mean, this is why I'm so passionate, y'all, about our youth, right? Our youth is glued into their phones, so what they see on their social media, what they see on TV and stuff. I feel as though like there's not a lot of great, what's the word I'm looking for? each direction they go to, I feel like it's not spreading a positive message towards them, right? On this will be a great pursuit to do, like depending on your, what kind of class, not even class, but just your neighborhood, your living condition, right? Um, there's a lot of cats that are in low income communities are saying, "Hey, look, all my only avenue I have is sports, and if I don't accomplish that, then I'm gonna rely on the streets." But there's so many smart. They're filled with smart individuals that I'm telling you, doctors, lawyers, next presidents. There's so many great but it's like they're the sum of their environments, and I don't know what these two kids their living conditions is, but it's just obviously it's not a positive one if they have to rely on carjacking people at gunpoint and as young as 10 years old, possibly. I mean, wow, wow. Uh, I'm trying to remember a story that happened not too long ago, but it just blanked on me just like that. Um, oh, the 6-year-old that shot his teacher. I mean, again, it's not the 6-year-old's fault. The guardian, which is serving time as we speak, as they should, but young kids, man, they see everything. They're smart. They they repeat a lot of stuff what they see. Where did this planning, did the 17-year-old think of this plan? Like, are they hired from somebody? Like, what's up? I was at a I was recently at a one of those like selfie warehouses where people just go up there, they have different theme rooms and you get a selfie in this room and stuff. And I'll say let's see, one, two, three, five of the rooms to me was questionable. Like it was cool. It was very realistic, and it was like, oh man, this is really cool. I thought this was real. But the messaging to me was like not positive. Uh this place was not a you had to be a certain age in order to come to visit. It was open to all people, all ages. The first room I see, it's not real, but it was uh I guess a replica of a trap house. You got cocaine on the table, stacks of money, empty liquor bottles, and that was the first room, right? And then you had a couch and a beat up TV. That was the first room. Diagonal from that was a vault, like a bank vault. So you had the gold bars, the dollar bills, all that good stuff. The bag with the big dollar sign on it. So I'm like, okay, this people can just uh come in this room and say, hey, look, this is me. This is my future goals. So I get money like that. Yada yada yada. Floyd Money Mayweather would probably like a room like that. But it also to me like shared like, okay, is is like this like a set it off? Is this like a robbery or something? Okay. Diagonal from that room was a room filled with AK like semi-automatics and things, and just shotguns. I'm like, so then I go down next door to that one, prison cell. After that one, I go to an interrogation room with Pablo Escobar's pictures on him, and I'm like, all right, this is nice because it's very like realistic looking, but like what message is spreading at this point? Like what is the message that you're trying to put out there to the masses in the into the universe? What is the message? Because again, it's a selfie place where people take selfies and like, so that means they do that in order to help beef up their notoriety on social media, and because to them that looks cool. So it looks cool to be with some, oh, this looks like cocaine, let me put this up, or let me take this one holding this gold bar, let me take this one behind a prison cell. Like, what are we doing, people? What is happening? Like I said, it's a nice spot, but it was just like, wait, what? I don't get it. Like the more I'm looking at the themes, I'm like, is there anything that's more positive, like standing behind a presidential podium, or I don't know, the typical let me you got a fire truck replica or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, think of more positive, like sitting down with Gandhi or sitting down with Louis Farrakhan or like just like I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just me vetting off. Uh but hopefully they will find these two individuals. It's sad the fact that at those young ages they're gonna be put in they're going to be put in jail, but they will have they'll still be old enough and to when they get released at their young ages. But it's sad, it's unfortunate, and for it to happen in Philadelphia. My wife and I, we love Philadelphia. We were there not too long ago for a work trip and had an amazing time. I truly loved my time in Philadelphia. But excuse me, my friends, it looks like we are coming close to that time. I hope another great conversation with you all. I always enjoy just kicking back, talking with you, keeping you up to speed on what's trending and what's the talk around town in a sense. Also, also, uh, uh, just again, um, the Arrington Gavin Show. We're unbiased, we're grassroots, but we continue to grow and grow our platform. I have some great news that will be coming very soon with this program on we're trying to continue to get it in front of all the eyes, and listen amongst all the ears, and we have that capability right now. Like I mentioned before, you can listen to us available on all podcast platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can tune into the Arrington Gavin Show, as well as our Rumble channel, the Arrington Gavin Show, and on YouTube at our Smooth Club Media is the name of our channel. But you can just type in the Arrington Gavin Show and you'll find us on YouTube as well. And from our affiliate in Dallas, Georgia, WDJY 99.1 FM Straight Talk. You can listen to the program weeknights at 11 p.m. on WDJY 99.1 FM, as well as WDJYFM.com. Multiple ways you can tune into the platform. Until next time, my friends, y'all be easy, stay blessed. Make sure you are registered to vote. This is a huge election season and a lot is at stake. Make sure you share it with your friends. Share the Arrington Gavin Show with them, because I have some great interviews coming forth with some current officials as well as candidates. So yes, we're going to continue to give you all the great news here on the Arrington Gavin Show. So until next time, my friends, y'all take care. Peace and blessings.